There have been a lot of talk for years, and the diaspora persons, the internet crazies, who, when I say the diaspora persons, not all of the diaspora persons, there are some internet crazies, particularly in the diaspora, let me change my words, who continue to put the blame of Bigger Big's problems at the feet of the Unity Labour Party. And Bigger Biggs himself has used politics as the reason why he is where he is. And this has been going on. It's still going on. Lucette King especially carries this program on a daily basis. She links everything. Like how if Bigger Biggs is listening to a radio program and he hears something, he will call in and say, yes, they're going to do this for that, but they ain't doing it for me. They link every single problem under the sun to the Bigger Biggs. But interestingly, over the past 18 months, 2 years, we've been hearing that this $11 million that Bigger Biggs borrowed and put into his business and so on and whatnot, and then the ULP mash it up and so on. I happened to be reading the papers a couple of weeks ago, and Stocky John, who is his lawyer, in defense and in litigation, in mitigation, at his hearing on the traffic offences, went into some background of Bigger Biggs and his investments. And Stocky John said, I believe it's 1999, that Bigger Biggs borrowed $4 million. And he went into business and he's created this. And so in mitigation, he's presenting Bigger Biggs as this businessman. And below that, so Stocky John is the man who named the $4 million. Below that, there's the story that a bank has gone to the court to upgrade their equitable mortgage to a legal mortgage to realize on the assets of Bigger Biggs. For those who know banking, they understand the process. An equitable mortgage is basically where you hold the person's deed and the person signs a document, but the charge on the property is not registered. And legal mortgage gives you full powers of sale. So the bank was moving, asking the court permission to upgrade from an equitable mortgage to a legal mortgage. And the figures were quoted there that as of May 2014, Bigger Biggs was owing the bank $4.2 million. Stocky said he borrowed $4 million in 1999. And in May of 2014, he was owing the bank $4.2 million. But with unpaid interest of another $3.3 million. The government recalled Bigger Biggs' license in February 2011. So 2012, 2013, 2014. May is 3 months after February. So for 3 years, if the reason why Bigger Biggs was in trouble is because the government closed him down in February of 2011, do the calculations yourself and see how come he owing $3.2 million in interest. I have done my calculations, and it tells me that Bigger Biggs' business was in serious trouble long before the government closed him down, or long before the government withdrew his license, not close him down. Because I had shown on this radio program where Bigger Biggs said that Rabaca was his secondary investment to Mariacoa, to Yambu. So for all those who are advancing this and continue to advance this thing, that the government is the one who caused Bigger Bigs problems, do your calculations on what Bigger Bigs owes the bank and how much outstanding interest he has, and go back and do your calculations. You will see. Give you a reasonable idea as to the year or the time. That is, assuming everything is equal. It will give you it is difficult to accumulate $3.2 million in interest in 3 years on a $4 million facility. Do the calculations, you will see. Even though you'd say per year 12%, $4 million, $480,000 for the whole year. Multiply that by 3. See where you get. See if the interest that accumulated between 2011 and 2014 is not less than the interest that accumulated prior to 2011. So, as people say, fool a talk, no fool a listen. So if somebody is looking for a scapegoat, surely it is not the Unity Labour Party administration that has caused Bigger Bigs his pain. I just want to drop that as my closing shot for tonight, not for a matter of discussion. I had it to say for a long time, but I figured that the new year, because I heard on radio up to yesterday, to Monday, advancing the cause of Bigger Bigs and the matter that continues to articulate that the Unity Labour Party got Bigger Bigs in trouble and closed down his business. Well, I ask you to go and do your calculations, Lucette, and all the rest of you, and stop talking your nonsense.